Hi, girls. I am Lauren Whittington. I am your coach or potential coach, and I'm the founder of Proof of Purpose Team Pop Wellness. I am so excited that you are interested in learning a little bit more about what coaching is, what online health and wellness influencing is. And I just wanted to come on here and give you kind of the first video that I would put into one of our Snoop groups for people who want to learn more about coaching. And that's just kind of who I am and my story. So for a couple minutes, I'm just going to share with you guys how I got into this business, why, and what it's done for me. So basically, I was somebody that was really recovering from an eating disorder when I heard about coaching. I basically have been, just under 5'8", developed very early. I've basically looked the same size since I was about 10 years old, in elementary school. And then finally, people started to kind of even out maybe toward the very end of high school. But it definitely gave me a big complex about my size. And a lot of that is because, girls that I was friends with were tiny little girls that were maybe wearing a girl's size 10 or 12 back in the day. And I was wearing a woman's size 4 or 6, And so to them, now I've learned, they were like, man, we wish we could have been like you. You were, you just looked so much older and that kind of thing. I always thought I just can't fit in. Literally, I can't fit into their clothes. I couldn't share clothes with anybody. And so instead of just knowing as a 10-year-old, which you probably wouldn't, that, you're just developing faster, I just felt big. And I just felt like I never fit in. I was taller than everyone by like a head and shoulders. I mean, I had pictures of me with boys in 6th grade, leaning over and my head's touching the top of their head. And it was just a big complex I had. And so because of that, around, I want to say like 12 years old, I started really just trying to eat less and be skinny, and I had a lot of anxiety about it. And I also grew up in a family where like achievement was a big deal, and being able to control achievement was a big deal. And so it was really a method of controlling for me. It was like, you know what? I know if I stop eating, I'll lose 3 pounds. Or I know that if I don't eat lunch and I have a Diet Coke, I'll save myself however many calories. And it just got really crazy. I also, for a lot of my life, had body dysmorphia, which is basically when you look in a mirror and you see, you're a 130-pound girl at 5'8", you feel like you look like a 180-pound person. And it's something that mentally is very hard to overcome because that's really what you think you see. And it's taken a lot. It's taken a lot of therapy. It's taken a lot of coaching to kind of understand, A, this is irrational, and B, I was always putting so much emphasis on that part of my life, the physical, what I looked like. A lot of that was, I was a singer growing up. I was in modeling. I did a lot where you were praised for your physical outward appearance. And, for someone going through that, it wasn't good fuel to add to the fire. And so it probably wasn't until college when, honestly, I think my metabolism changed, and I had a lot of friends that for fun, we would go run the track or we would go to the gym. And then I really got obsessed to kind of a bad degree with working out and eating less. And I was like, I can control this. I can eat less. And, I got and had a lot of friends that were doing the same thing. They were like, just don't eat that. Let's just go get sugar-free snow cones. And, and it just created a monster. I wasn't happy. I didn't feel satisfied. I didn't feel fulfilled. I knew I was restricting myself in so many ways. And it really took a lot. And, because of some other things in my past, I ended up going through really a lot outside of college. I was married. It was a very tumultuous relationship. We ended up separating when I was about 4 months pregnant. I had to move countries, come back to the US, get a job, do all, it was just a lot going on. And I will say, I found Beachbody in P90X, which was a little bit before I got pregnant with my son, Halston. And it was a time in my life where everything was spiraling out of control. And I saw this infomercial and I was like, you know what? That looks really, really hard. And I want to prove to myself that I can do this. So I did it and I went all in. I think I bought everything P90X that you can buy. I got the pull-up bars, I got the weights, I got the protein, I got the whatever he recommended. And it was hard. It was 1 hour a day, But at the time, my ex was not working around me. He was going out of town for work, and I was just so dedicated. I was like, another thing to achieve, but it was healthy. It grew my mind in such a different way. It made me think about health and strength and wellness differently. It made me think about how I fuel my body differently. I saw that like I was eating 5 times a day, but I was eating clean and I was eating protein, and it was just good for me. And when I was hungry, I would eat more, and I was losing weight and I was gaining muscle, and it was just amazing. It was such a shift that it was like I just went all in and just trusted it, and I got so much healthier inside and so much stronger. I think when I started it, I could do like 10 push-ups, and by the end of P90X, I could do like 30. Could do 1 pull-up assisted, and by the end, I could do like 6, like perfect. So it was just such a testament to like how strong I could be. And I ended up getting pregnant, and I think a lot of that is because I was healthy internally. Now on the outside, you know, we were going through a lot. I think it was also a wake up moment where it was like, this is not going to work. This is not safe or healthy. Going through a divorce. So after I had Halston, I was just trying to get through pregnancy. I was sick for the whole 9 months. I was working full time in an office, all this. And I had a friend call me up. He was about 9 months old, maybe. No, almost a year. And she said, hey, take a look at this girl's picture. She just did Insanity Max 30 with this guy right here, Shaun T. And I think she lost like 12 pounds, but she's like built and cut and strong. And it just took me back to those P90X days. And I realized, oh my gosh, this is the same business, same company. And she said, if we sign up as a coach, you know, we get discounts on the product. And I didn't even think about it. So I am not that coach that's like, tell me more, give me all the details. I was just like, I need this. I had been a single mom for a year, working to the bone. I was like, I need this. So I started, and the day I started telling everyone about it. I was just like, have you tried this Insanity Max 30? It's 30 minutes. It's amazing. You don't need any weights. You just use your body weight. It's so cool. I do it. I take a shower. I'm done, you know, and I started following the nutrition plan, started telling everyone about it. You guys, my first year as a coach, not even trying to coach, I made just over $50,000 just because I couldn't stop telling people how good I felt from Insanity Max 30. I lost 11 pounds. I was in a place where I was just so like overworked, overtired, and I needed something for me. I needed me time. I needed to really get healthy again. I needed to go to bed on time. I needed to stop, you know, taking clients out at all hours of the night. I started reining it all in. And it just worked so well for me that I was just shouting it from the rooftops. So that's kind of how I got into coaching, which is not traditional, you know, to just hear about something and be like, I'm in. I didn't even know what coaching was when I first got in. I just was like, yeah, I'm telling everyone about this. This girl had great results. I'm going to get great results. Who wants great results? And some of you may be like that, where you're just like, I'm in. I have 2 coaches on my team right now that, you know, they found themselves in a dark place, and they were like, I got to get out of this, and I'm in. What do I have to do? My husband's in. How do we do, you know, and they are seeing crazy results because they're that committed and they're that all in. But I realize for some people, it's very different. For some people, you might be a fitness professional that's like, you know what? I could see how having a wellness plan and a nutrition plan and a program that works and that's been tested and the research and development's been done and it's safe and the results are amazing, to share with my clients who I only see maybe 1 to 2 times a week. And I could be that point person for them throughout their whole, you know, weekly health and wellness regimen. So it's great for that to be able to keep in contact like that and make sure that it's a lifestyle, not just a once or twice a week thing. Because I know that's so frustrating for fitness professionals who do that, to say, oh, I've been training this client for a year and we have no change, but I don't know what their nutrition's like. I don't know when they leave the gym what they look like. So this is a really good way for you to still be their point of contact and the person they trust, but to have this program that's already been built out so that they can make it part of their lifestyle. You might be somebody that's just like, you know what? I need something for me. I need my own transformation. And I see all the results that these products and programs yield, you know, and I'm ready. Like, I want to share this with other people. I want to make a couple $1,000 extra a month. That might be you. You might be the person that's like, you know, I need a community. And I think the biggest part of what we do, and if you guys will see if you join the Snoop group, behind the scenes of like our events and what we do and how we set goals together and our online events and all that kind of stuff. Some people just need that. It's really hard in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s to find like-minded women that we can chat with, and we have time to. We can chat on the computer. We can reach our goals together. I have girls in my group right now in our text chain that are just like sending in their meals and sending in their temptations that they didn't give into. And it is so empowering. It's keeping them going. So the accountability piece of what we do, I'll be honest, the big reason why I became a coach is for the accountability. I knew if I was going to be posting that I'm going to do this program for 30 days or 20 days or this program I'm about to for 100 days, that people are going to keep me accountable to that. They're like, what happened? She fell off after 50 days. It's a big accountability for yourself. And if you're going to use social or the internet as accountability for yourself, other people are going to see that. And like clockwork, they're going to say, wait, what are you doing? What is that? What's that drink that you drink? I have this all the time. And people are always like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's my Energize. It's literally plant energy. It's amazing. So wherever you're coming from, know that there's a coach that's successful on our team that came from the same place. We have people who are nurse anesthetists, nurses, teachers, people in sales, real estate. We have people that are stay-at-home moms, work-from-home moms, cops. We have first responders. We have lawyers. Lots of people. Guys, there's a lawyer on our team that quit practicing law and made it into our legacy club, which means she's made over $1 million in the business, more than she would have ever made, she says, practicing law. So you never know. And some of you may love your job and never want to quit it and just have a passion for health and wellness and want to share it with other people. And so why not make an extra $100 or $2,000 a week, whatever that may look like for you and your goals. It's all doable. But some of you may want to quit your job. Some of you, a big part of your why of being interested in this might be, you know what? I see that girl. She works in an outfit like this from home. She seems like she's doing pretty good. And I have 3 kids at home, or I have 1 kid at home, and I don't really want to go to a job anymore. You can work this hand in hand with your other job. And almost every single top coach in this team had a full-time job for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and then quit. So that's kind of a little bit about my story. I will say what coaching has given me is almost all those things. It's given me my health and wellness to where I don't even really care that much about the physical, because I am always doing the internal work. We really focus a lot on personal development, and that may seem crazy to you, but what it means is just really getting into tune with what God wants for me, what I want for me. Reading personal development books. Like one of them I just finished was How to Stop Feeling Like Shit and How to Overcome Your Inner Critic. That's a really good one. I think a lot of us have that inner critic that tells us such horrible things about ourselves. And just to listen to a little bit of that audiobook a day gets me in a positive headspace. That starts there. It gets that motivation rolling. To listen to Mel Robbins or Tony Robbins or anybody about doing a morning routine, making sure that you stick to it, not hitting snooze, and being able to get up early and get so many things done, that's going to lead to a more productive, positive day. And guess what? That motivates you to do other things, to move your body, to fuel your body the right way. So we really focus on mind, body, and spirit on our team. And any type of place that you're coming in from, you can plug in here. I want you to know you belong here. You do. If health and wellness is the most important thing to you because you want to be here 70 plus more years for your family, for your legacy, for whatever you want to leave behind, you want to be here, and you don't want to have to deal with the diseases that are so rampant these days because of our food production and all of those things. And you really want to put this first. You want to lower your stress level. You want to lower your cortisol levels. You want to get real with, who you are and what your purpose is. You belong here. You really do belong here. So in this Snoop group, I'm going to be telling you guys about just how we do what we do, the time, tasks, and income involved, cool income progressions that are just unheard of. I'm going to be telling you guys about our trips and incentives, just fun things that we get to go on to relax after all of our hard work. But also we get to bond with each other. We do it online. We do trainings. Don't worry. A lot of people's objection is, I don't know how to do all those things. You're going to be part of the number 20 team in the nation. So we have already done it for you. We have a whole coach mentorship when you first get started that you can do at your own pace, whatever makes sense for you. We have a whole lots of trainings that we've already done, calls, so you can plug in wherever makes sense for you and wherever you need more training. But we're here for you. We want this to be exciting. This is exciting. We want this to be just an awesome new step in your life. You will not regret this. I have made so many lifelong friendships here, people who literally cheer me on. People who, when I've been at my lowest, I've had biopsies, I've had medical issues, and they've called me and they've said, I'm here for you, I'm praying for you, what can I do for you? And I would have never had that if I wouldn't have given this a try and said yes. So I believe that you belong here. I believe that saying yes, this could be your best yes this year. So if you're interested, keep watching our Snoop group. You can email me back below. You can comment, you can say, hey, how do I get involved? How do I get signed up? And I will give you guys the next step. But go and join that Snoop group in the link below to the Facebook. You can take it at your own pace, watch all the videos, and then let me know when you're ready. All right, I'm so excited. Talk to you guys soon.